Hi everyone, my name is Gary Dunn and welcome to The Profile. We are beaming out here from the dungeons of ProCopy, where we essentially take a snapshot of some of Perth's legendary musicians to get an insight into their influences and their careers. So tonight on the couch, I have the one and only Steve Garde. How are you, Steve?
I'm well, Gaz. How are you going?
Yeah, fantastic, thanks. And thanks for coming in, Steve. Look,
Thanks for having me.
I'll just set this up a bit. What I'm going to do is ask you a series of questions, and I want to get your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Just get a bit of an insight into your life. And but however, you know, I just want you to acknowledge some basic rules before we get going. When I do ask you a question, the rules are you can't phone a friend. There is no 50-50, and there's definitely no multiple choice. So if you can agree to that, we can get started.
Sounds good. Log it in, Gaz.
Okay. First question, Steve. Where were you born?
I was born in Whyalla in South Australia. It's little now, a steel town. In 1957, I came to Perth in 1979 to play music because I'd heard about the great music scene in Perth.
It's amazing that we never bumped into each other in Whyalla, because I was there from 71 to 73.
2 years.
What school did you go to?
I went to Whyalla High.
I was at Stewart High.
Stewart High, right.
I think we played you in soccer a few times, maybe.
Could be. I wasn't a soccer player, but you never know.
Anyway, what instruments do you play, Steve?
I actually started out playing recorder in primary school, like everybody, and I learnt clarinet for 5 years. And I started playing. I got interested in bass guitar when I was about 14, and my sister played classical guitar, and my dad always played guitar, Spanish guitar. And I used to get my sister's classical guitar and tune the strings down really sloppy and bassy, and learn all the songs off the radio on bass guitar first. And then afterwards sort of took over and learnt guitar after that.
So the guitar is your main instrument?
Yeah.
And just want to get to the guts of it. What was the real catalyst for you?
The guitar thing? Probably Deep Purple, I would say. I was a huge Ritchie Blackmore fan.
The White Strat?
Yeah. Yeah. And Frank Zappa.
Yep.
I had, I sort of loved Blackmore's Strats, and also the shape of, Zappa was playing an SG at the time.
Yep.
And the shape of the SG was just like, I just loved it.
And, okay, what was the first concert you went to, Steve?
Pretty sure it would have been Zoot and the Masters Apprentices and Fraternity all on the same bill at the local town hall. Did you ever go to the Institute in Whyalla?
I did.
At the top of the main street?
I did, yes. How old were you?
I was about 14.
Yep.
And I think it was like $2 to get in. But yeah, I still remember it.
Yeah, I think I snuck in the back door, but that's another story. And okay, what was the last concert you went to?
It would have been AC/DC.
Just the recent one?
The recent one, no? The last one they played in Perth, yeah.
First single you bought?
I think Black Knight, Deep Purple.
First album you bought?
First album would have been Cocker Happy, Joe Cocker. And the whole Mad Dogs and Englishmen thing was big influence too. That was great music, Woodstock and all that.
Yeah, fantastic.
It was.
We grew up in a great era,
we did,
didn't we? Yep.
Definitely, yeah.
And what's the last album you bought?
The Rolling Stones, Blue and Lonesome at Christmas.
Oh, wow.
Again, like everybody else, I think, because, it's a great album.
And give us a bit of insight into your earliest influence. I know you said Ritchie Blackmore before, but is there any other influences?
There's a few songs that I can distinctly remember coming on the radio, and I know exactly where I was, the car that I was in, what part of town I was in when it came on the radio. And one of them was Reelin' in the Years, Steely Dan.
Excellent.
And another one was Hotel California later on, when it came on the radio late one night, and it just, like, the sort of solos that just pin your ears
blew
back.
You away.
Yeah. And Jeff Beck was another one. I can't remember the particular song, but there's just like a handful of songs like that over the years that have just, really sort of struck a chord.
Yeah. Is that a pun, Steve? You do
I
strike
suppose
chords.
it is. Strike a chord.
Yeah.
Strike a chord.
Let's get off that. What other jobs have you had throughout your life?
I was playing full-time music until about the early 90s, and as you know, it just got really hard for bands around about then. It was like somebody said, "There's no more fun allowed," and it just got too hard. So I got married and I got a day job. I've been involved in cabinet making and building industry for the last 25 years or so.
Excellent. And who are you listening to on the way here in your car, Steve? Come on.
Race 8 at Gloucester Park. We might have to cut that bit, can we?
Who won? Who was your favourite band of all time?
Steely Dan, without a doubt. Yeah.
And favourite album you would take to a deserted island with you? If you were
Probably Blow by Blow, Jeff Beck.
Yeah, excellent.
I think it's the greatest instrumental guitar album ever made.
Yeah.
Like Steve Vai and Joe Satriani, all of them have been trying to, get there ever since, and they've never made it.
Yeah. I think I had Blow by Blow, 1972. I think I was in the Australian Record Club. You might have been in it as well, where you actually paid $6 and got 6 albums, and then you could buy an album.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great way to get a record collection together. Yeah.
Okay, being from now in Perth, what is the best Perth band you saw live?
That would have to be the Baby Animals, I would
Baby
say.
Animals?
They were just great songs.
And what Perth bands have you played in, Steve?
The first band I was in when I came to Perth was the Sweethearts, with my friend Graham Webster singing, and later on John Worrell joined, and John Pekovich on drums. And after that was basically the Jets from about 1985 till early 90s.
Yep.
And then I played on and off for about 20 years with the Magnificent Seven, with Al Simpson.
Yep.
And it's sort of ongoing.
Is Al still around?
I think he is.
Yeah. And speaking about the Jets,
Yeah.
aren't you? You've currently just completed a gig at the Charles Hotel, I think it was, and
We did 2 gigs at the Charles
Like a
back in
reunion?
October. Yeah. And we've got one coming up at the Ravenswood in April the 1st.
it's not one of Deanie's jokes, is it?
Yeah, I hope it's not an April Fool's joke. I haven't heard from him for a while. But
And okay, well, your favourite TV show growing up, Steve? What would that have been?
favourite TV show? Well, in Whyalla we only had the ABC, so there was lots of black and white comedy that we never had the regular Green Acres sort of.
You didn't get Skippy
commercial.
on ABC, or?
Yeah, we got Skippy.
Yeah.
That wasn't my favourite.
Oh no, I'm putting words in your mouth. Sorry, Steve.
Oh, probably stuff like F Troop, Mr. Ed. Yeah,
Ah,
the
cool.
comedies really.
And what does the future hold for you, Steve? What?
Well, a week after the Jets reunion in April, I'll be getting married for the second time.
Wow.
Looking forward to a new chapter in my life.
Who is the lucky lady, Steve?
That's my fiancée, Fiona.
Wow, congratulations.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please give her my best.
I will do.
So, do you collect anything, Steve?
Probably just like any guitarist, the usual collection of guitars and pedals and amplifiers.
Yep.
Too many amplifiers.
Spare room, everything's in there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
All
pretty
crammed
much
up
can't
and-
move. Yeah.
Yeah, I have trouble with getting that past my wife's shoes to
Right.
get to my gear, but yeah, same. I've got lots of stuff there, and
Yeah.
so what would you put on your gravestone, Steve?
Probably something like, well, that was nice for a while. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. You and I have been doing a little project together called the Pub Legends.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, we've done 2 shows at the Charles Hotel and sold both of them out, and I've got to say it's fantastic playing with you.
Likewise.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has
and,
been a lot of fun.
I just wondered, we've got another one coming up,
April the 26th,
April the 29th, I think it is.
29th.
Yes.
Pardon me.
Yeah, it's a Saturday night
Saturday.
at the Charles Hotel. So we're just giving it a bit of a plug.
A bit of a plug, why not?
And you know, we're joined by lots of very good Perth musicians from like V Capri and the Frames and
Yep,
Fonzarelli's, Tora Tora, and
I just like the way there's a lot going on. There's sort of singers coming and going, and it's and a good repertoire of songs.
Yeah, I've had a great time, and look, I've had a great time here tonight. I really thank you for coming in and giving us a bit of an insight into your life and your career, and I know you're a well-respected musician in town, and thanks very much for coming in.
You're too kind. Thank you very much. Good on you, guys.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Cheers.